Okay. There we go. Got a little music too. Ooh, okay. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the stream. It's Tuesday, and we're streaming on a Tuesday. Like, we're actually streaming at close to the right time. By close to the right time, I mean like 40 minutes late. Oh, man. It's just another day, another dollar. You know what I mean? We had a busy day, but we accomplished a lot today, and we're going to crash after the stream hard. Straight to bed. Dive right into it. Turn the lights off and pew, right into the bed. Right over there. But anyway, just wanted to say welcome back to the stream. Hope you're having a lovely day. It's a Tuesday evening. The sun is just setting. And the weather is about, 62 degrees. Just made that up. Not sure if that's accurate or not. But yeah, it was a good day. We got a lot done. And I had a great opportunity to talk to somebody who I admire in my industry briefly. He was interviewed today on a Twitch stream, interestingly enough. So the streamer who interviewed him, her name is Carolina Rasa? Hold on, what's her name? I'm about to look it up right now. Nope. Nope. What's her name? Oh, I'm mad now. I'm mad I can't remember this lady's name. She's such a wonderful person. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Nope. Her name is Ravasa. Hold on. Girl, Instagram. Let me click on a post. Yeah, Carolina Ravasa. She has a Twitch stream here. She interviews voice actors and people in the voiceover industry, I guess. I learned about her today. You guys have actually been hearing her voice. If you play Valorant, she voices one of the characters and a bunch of other characters in video games. So you should definitely check her out. She is on Twitch. She plays Raze in Valorant. And she voices Sombra and Overwatch. So I'm sure that you guys as Twitch participants, if you play video games, if you've played Overwatch, if you've played Valorant, you've heard this wonderful voice actress's voice. You've also heard the other gentleman I'm talking about. His name is, or I shouldn't say other gentleman. The gentleman I'm talking about, that was a lady. She uses her and hers. All those pronouns, she, hers, whatever those are. Anyway, gentleman's name is Gabe Kunda. And Gabe Kunda is a fellow voice actor, also a young black man doing big things in the industry. And so I'm kind of trying to walk in the footsteps that he's walking in, you know what I mean? And he's walking behind other people before him, like Phil Lamar and other fine actors and voice actors. And so as he walked down this path, I take every opportunity I can to observe which steps he takes and to observe what steps Stefan Johnson take and see what they do that works and what doesn't. And try to make it my own as I go on my own voiceover journey, as many of you guys may be aware. So what's cool is she interviews voice actors and she gets them to do character voices from their shows, but also talks about the experience that they have and what it's like being the people they are and getting the chance to play on the stage behind the microphone per se. And it's really cool just to see their interaction. So definitely give her a follow and check her out when you get a chance. Sorry about that. I had a weird moment where, hello. Ooh, I'm not sure if I like this auto white balance. We might need to turn it off because that was weird. Let's switch this off here. I was doing a lot of manual stuff, switch autofocus off and let it manually focus. Yeah, that's what we wanted. And can we do the auto white balance too? So this way, focus area, ISO. I'm gonna set it to 1.5. My manual settings. Oh, you know, the white balance is okay. We'll leave that alone, right? This is a little weird. Oh, no, that's the way we want. You know me. Daylight, shade, cloudy. Cool. We got custom ones too. Yeah, that's the one we want. Ooh, I feel like we're at a rave right now. I feel like this is good energy though. I need like upbeat energy right now. Because what we're doing is we're finishing up editing an audiobook. So let's get to it. Let's do it to it, man. Let's slide all these unnecessary things out of the way. And you are free to ask me any type of question you want. Anything that comes to mind in the chat. And I'll be happy to answer it. Because as I edit, I can also look over there and read that as well. So voiceover questions, questions about life, questions about the Gabe Kunda interview. Oh, anyway, back to the story I was telling. After I got a chance to interview, after he got interviewed, I just shot him a message saying I appreciated him sharing a little bit about his story and stuff like that, and saying where I'm at and how I'm trying to follow in his footsteps and stuff like that, you know, kind words. And he actually responded to me. Like we had a dialogue back and forth, and it was kind of cool just talking to him about where I need to go and what I need to do next in order to level up, you know, into the promo arena, into the video game arena, and kind of play with the big boys, you know what I mean? Get my acting chops up there. And I believe in me. I have coaches that believe in me. But the most important thing is having that self-confidence in this type of scenario, because I'm about to do something bigger than myself. And I don't want to be so intimidated by other people's names and stuff, because the reality is, like, the man is very good at what he does, right? And he and I have similar vocal tones in certain ways, and that means we'll be competing against each other because we're both young black men, and there's not a lot of parts for young black men, you know what I mean? So there'll be times where he's my main competition. Or Stefan Johnson will be my main competition. And my sound is different from theirs. So that's cool. I have my own style and they have their own style. But they're both really, really good. That's the problem. So in order to beat them, I either have to come correct with something different that they didn't bring, or do something that they wouldn't anticipate. You know what I mean? So I don't know what's I just got like correspondence from a client. It's like, this is not what we thought it would be. Sorry about that. Okay, take care. Cool. Got nice people that are talking to me. I'm just trying to make sure I give my clients the best I can give them. So I'm not trying to stay on stream too long tonight. I want to make sure I get well rested, because rest is like the most important thing to maintain any muscle, and that's what vocal cords are. And when you talk as much as I do, you wear them out real fast. You know what I mean? Hulk 80, what's up, bro? So this is actually going to be a good stream for you to watch, because I'm actually doing some audio editing. I'm gonna turn this music down. I'm gonna turn this music down because I'm actually gonna switch over into my DAW. And I'm gonna let y'all see what I do and how I do it when I'm doing my audio editing. So let me turn this down. Turn the music down. And then let me know how my audio is, if you can hear how it sounds. This is just gonna be like the intro real quick. We're just gonna, you should be able to see the DAW. It might be kind of small because I don't know what you guys, what? What are these comments? And why are they appearing on my stream? What is this? Can I ban that person? What is going on right now? Hold on. What is this? Who are you? You need to be removed. I don't even know how you commented. I don't even see your stuff. That's bizarre. Hold on. We're going to remove these comments because I'm not about it right now. I'm going to see comments. I don't know who that was or what type of mindset they have, but we don't take kindly to trolls here on my stream. So I don't know what that's about. Anyway, shout out to the latest follower, Shadow Star VBC. And hold on one second. I want to pull this Twitch window over somewhere else. Just because I want to make sure that what's weird is I didn't see those comments in my Streamlabs at all. I only saw it like outside of Streamlabs. So that was bizarre. All right, that's going to go over here for now. We're going to monitor the stream. That was weird. Hulk 80, did you see that comment? That was bizarre, man. You saw that? I don't know what the heck that person's problem is. Anyway, I don't like when people come in talking out their face like that. First of all, you don't know me. Second of all, I don't know who the heck you are. Talking like crazy people. So that was bizarre. Anyway, let us begin. So this is an audiobook, so I'm actually gonna zoom in a bit. Can I make this bigger? I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. Just want to show you guys like where I have seconds wise. So usually I keep the top one thinner where I can see by the minute and the bottom one by the second. And I like to start each track at least a half second in. So you'll notice most of the words start after the half second mark. Just for audiobook purposes, that's easier to have a half second of silence beforehand. So we should be able to hear this. 6 factors that drive a marketing strategy, and it's not in the chat. But you saw that, right? Did you see it on the screen? That was weird. It was like no one typed that to me. I don't know who that was. It didn't show up on my stream, and it's not showing up on the multi-stream. So I don't know whose comments those were. It was just like a random person's comments on my stream. So I don't know what that was about. I don't care for that type of profanity on this stream, you know what I mean? Especially directed negativity toward me or anyone else in my stream. I'm not about it. So that was weird. But anyway, it's not there no more, so we didn't get to see the comments. Hey, Velvet. What's up? How are you? And thank you for watching the stream. Today's a voiceover day. I'm not playing Knockout City right now. I was playing it yesterday and the day before. Velv, you got a chance to get in on this new what's the word? The new season of Knockout City? Yeah, you saw it on the stream briefly, right? It was weird. Like somebody was just like cursing me out for no reason. And I don't know what they were talking about. 6 factors that drive a marketing strategy and 4 that don't. Written by Hakeem Adebiyi. Narrated by Johnny Unitas. Cool. So that sounds good. Track 1, QA'd, done. Let's switch to track 2. Now the rest of them, after the opening credits, and the introduction, I think we're going to do like editing and QA, but I'm just showing you my process just because, in case you were curious. And then if we have time, we'll play a little game. If we don't, we don't. You know what I mean? Yes, I'm enjoying the new arena.
This has been 6 Factors That Drive a Marketing Strategy and 4 That Don't. Written by
And I like the
Hakeem
new ball.
Adebiyi.
It took me a minute.
Narrated by Johnny Unitas.
Cool. Couple seconds of silence. Good. So it took me a minute to get used to the new ball. I appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you. Listen. Normally I don't stream as early as this. Normally I stream like at 9, but I'm trying to start streaming earlier so I can go to bed earlier. Because we playing. Are you working right now? Normally you be playing Knockout City super late. And how's Exalted doing? Y'all I saw y'all got a chance to play a little league. I saw you were Sapphire, or you were Platinum and he was Sapphire, yeah? You guys ended up playing League for a little bit?
Introduction. Following on from the success of my first book, The Sales Acceleration Formula, 5 Easy Steps to Accelerate Your Sales, I realized that I was starting to get a lot of questions about how to ensure marketing campaigns were as successful as the sales delivery. As I started to give tips and advice, I realized that there were actually several recurring themes. Therefore, I put together this short book to explain. 6 Factors That Drive a Marketing Strategy and 4 That Don't. The aim of this book is simple. 1. Make it short so it's digestible for busy people. 2. Make it easy and quick to pick out some good tips, golden nuggets, which you can start implementing now. 3. Make possible to read in one sitting and go away with some good tips which will impact.
Cool. So that one sounds like I think I edited that one along the way. And it came out pretty good. So Hulk 80, this is a strategy that I would recommend. It is called punch and roll. And basically, as you make a mistake, you just start recording at the beginning of the sentence and fix the mistake in the next take. That way, when you're done with that track, you have a completed track that you basically have production ready. And if you're like me, you apply the chain as you go. And then I can just export that file and it'll be pretty much good to go. I usually run it through a slight mouth declick just in case there was a little noises in there. You know what I mean? Because we don't like that. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, Valve, Hulk 80 was one of the first people that played with me on Knockout City, and he taught me about passing and all that other good stuff. And he hasn't played with me since. I'm off for this week. I did get to climb to Plat and KO 2 days, so it was cool. Exalted is doing well. That's good. I rarely see you guys on, and when I do, you guys are playing together, so I know you guys are having a good time. I think you guys probably could have climbed to at least Emerald, given enough time, if you started playing League earlier. Because I made it to Ruby randomly grouping with people and occasionally just going with randoms and winning. So, and Mac made it all the way to Diamond, which is one level above Ruby. I couldn't get past that Ruby to Diamond threshold by myself. I needed to be grouped up with 2 other players that would have played. And had I started earlier, I probably would have gotten there. But now I'm playing so much that within the first couple of days of the new season, I'm up in. Yeah, I know. You be streaming during the day. We gotta play during the day. That's all. We gotta play during the day, and we'll link it up. We'll set it up. I'll hop in and we'll hop in a Discord and we can both chat on your stream because I know you be streaming all kinds of stuff, MLB and all that kind of stuff. Or a stream like you did today with the voiceover stuff. I'd be happy to collab with you on a stream like that, because I know a bunch of voice actors that stream. I shouldn't say I know them. I know of more famous voice actors than me that stream. And I will slowly finagle my way into their lives so that we can collaborate one day. Because that's what I do. I network, and I'm trying to get really good at it. So, all right. So now we're going to go through chapter 1, and we're going to QA and edit at the same time. So we're going to scroll down to chapter 1 here. Now, all the chapters in this book are short. This is a 6,600 word book, approximately. And so it's going to be less than an hour to listen to total, but we're QAing, so it'll probably take up most of the stream, and then we'll send it off to the client. We'll talk about how we do that.
Part A. 6 factors that drive a marketing strategy.
So I have my script on
Chapter
the left,
1. Use SMART goals to
and
achieve your
then I
business
have my
objectives.
DAW on the right, and that way I can edit.
The ancient
and
Roman
read at the same
philosopher
time.
Seneca once said, "When a man does not know..."
And this is when I check for pronunciation to make sure that my noise gate didn't cut off parts of words, to make sure that I didn't say anything odd or in a weird rhythm. Because sometimes you're reading and you're just recognizing the words and you kind of end up reading like this. And if that happens, it throws a person off that's listening. So we listen for those. We want to make sure that the whole recording sounds natural. Even if I said all the words correctly, it still may not sound natural. So that's what we're listening for. We're listening for natural sound. We're listening for anytime I go like that and you hear a snap, that means I made a mistake, and so I should re-record. Now, I make those snaps so I could visually go to it, but since we're doing QA and these chapters are short, we're going to listen to each chapter and make sure that there's not extra mistakes that I missed without snaps. So that's what we're listening for now. Let me know when you want to join us. When you're on, I started playing League 3 days before the season ended, so I was rushing like crazy. Well, Exalted got mad at me for leaving the crew. So I don't think he wants to play with me. He went on to like remove me from our group chat, and then he was like, what did he say? And I said, like, bro, like it's no hard feelings. I just want to play with people that invite me to play. And every time you invite me to play, I'm either already grouped up, or I'll invite you to play, and then you don't come on for like an hour. So even though it'll say you're online. So I was just kind of like, I didn't want to play at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And you guys were usually getting on then. So I was just like, well, if I play with a larger crew that has more active players, then I can get crew XP. And then I can, play with teammates instead of playing with randoms all the time. That was kind of my mentality. But I don't have a problem if we're all on at the same time playing. But he came and messaged me later, and he was like, yo, like, I don't even care. Like, you're inconsistent anyway, and, I hope we play against you. And I was like, bro, why are you making it so personal? Like, it's not like I don't like you. It's just I wanted to play League, and you said you didn't want to play League yet because you wanted to dominate. And it's like, we're good enough to get to Diamond. So, like, and there's no way you're going to win it in League unless everyone on your team has super fast reflexes and is a gamer playing games all the time and playing exclusively Knockout City. We weren't going to be able to dominate all the way through League. There were going to be times where you would lose. That's inevitable. I think both of you guys could have been ranked higher and got more rewards, but you guys started playing League like the last couple days, and I played League a little early. I got to Gold, and then I went from Gold to Sapphire in a day. And then I went from Sapphire to Emerald, and then from Emerald to Ruby, like with swapping out different people. So, like, thank you for complimenting my voice that thing. That's why I get paid the mediocre bucks. Yeah, but yeah, like if you guys are down to play League, you'll both be in Platinum right now, and League is ultra sweaty right now. Like so sweaty, it's not even funny. Cause even Platinum felt like playing Ruby. When we were playing, I got up to Emerald because I snuck it on the first day or two. I got out of Platinum really fast. Then there was barely anybody in Sapphire. Blazed through them, went up to Emerald, and I've been stuck at Emerald all week. Because it's very hard now. Every match is tough. I won 2 or 3 matches, but I pick up other people that are like lower ranked than me because they're just as good, if not better, but they just haven't played League that much because everybody in League is tough. So that's kind of where it's at right now. Big Team KO is tough. Team KO is tough because all the League players are like circulating in and out trying to get their rhythms back. And everybody wants to get back up to Diamond because all the Diamond players went down to Platinum. So everybody's hungry. We all got to play good and together and in sync. And I don't know if I can handle Exalted pausing in between every match, or like stopping to write stuff every time he gets KO'd. Like, that type of stuff irritates me. So if he stops doing that, I'd be happy to play with you guys. Or if you see me and Mac grouped up, you're welcome to hop in. Always welcome. We always enjoy playing with you, Velv, because you don't create any problems. You are just a solution. You pass, you catch, you play a great support role, and you don't die a lot. So, like, we like playing with you. And it's not that we dislike playing with Exalted. He just be doing stuff that pisses me off sometimes. But yeah, anytime you're on, if you see me on and I'm by myself, you're welcome to invite me to your group or whatever, or just shoot me a message on PlayStation and be like, yo, Johnny, you want to play? And I'll either be like, yeah, I'm on, or no, I'm playing Batman or something like that. All right. But yeah, and thank you again for complimenting my voice acting. I like to keep my books engaging and talk to people like I'm really talking to them, because, you know, it's nice. It's opposed to, oh, use SMART goals to achieve your business objectives. It's like, use SMART goals to achieve your business objectives. Like, this is the story. This is what it is. This is a very informative book. So, you know, the people listening to this want straight to the point, but with a little bit of swagger. Got to add a little bit of swagger to everything, you know.
What harbor he is making for? No wind is the right wind. The point he was making is that any endeavor needs to have well-defined goals in order to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
The same is true of a marketing strategy.
Yep.
In this regard, it's vital to use SMART goals that clearly align with your most important commercial objectives. In doing so, you'll be able to draw more out of your marketing efforts. Most marketers have heard the
Boom. So that's a mistake. I'm going to clip it here, right there. Clip it right before this one. Just delete that. And
most marketers have heard the term SMART many times,
there we go.
and they even try to implement their objectives in this way. However, I've noticed that even though theoretically people understand the term, many don't regularly and consistently use it effectively.
There we go.
Therefore, I think it makes sense to spend some time to remind ourselves, what are SMART goals? SMART is a framework for setting goals. The acronym stands for Specific, Measurable, Attainable, Relevant, Time-bound. In terms of marketing, SMART goals can help you to stay focused on your business objectives whilst tracking your progress in an efficient manner.
There we go.
How to set up SMART goals. Let's look at each element of SMART goals and discuss how you can establish these goals for your own business. 1. Specific. You need to answer the question, what exactly are we trying to achieve? It's important to express your goal in concrete terms. For example, it's more productive to say, we want to improve our ads click-through rate by 25%, rather than saying, we want to make our ads click-through rate better. 2. Measurable. Any marketing goal should be measurable to some extent. If you can't measure your progress towards a goal, then you'll never know whether your marketing performance has improved or declined. In the above example of an ad's click-through rate, an improvement of 25% is a concrete, measurable objective. 3. Attainable. Your goal should be grounded in reality. If you set impossibly high standards for yourself, then you'll need...
There we go. So there's a mistake here. Edit that bad boy right there before the mistake. Boom, boom, boom. Now, I don't know if that starts...
Rated.
Hold on.
Then you'll only end up frustrated. For instance, saying that you want every single user that sees your ad to click on it is simply not an attainable goal. However, improving your ad's current CTR by 25% may be an achievable objective.
Ooh. Let's pause for a second. I was talking to a friend of mine, a voice actor friend named Tab. And she was streaming the other day, and she does a fitness stream. And on her stream, there was a gentleman. He goes by the name of Custom Sound Alerts. he followed me not too long ago. Now, custom sound alerts is interesting because he's actually a sound engineer. And so while I'm watching Tab stream and I'm talking to custom sound alerts in the chat, we kind of grew this idea. As a voice actor who sells his voice for a living, and Tab as a voice actor who sells her voice for a living, we were thinking to collaborate with this sound engineer, custom sound alerts, for lack of a better name, and talk to him about collaborating on making sound packs for Twitch streamers. Basically, it'd be like, raid alert, but it would be our voices doing it. Or it would be, thank you for the follow, but it would be like a sound bite that happens when you follow someone. And we would sell these as little packs where you could have like an introductory pack where you'd be like follow, raid, hype train, starting the stream, ending the stream in like a sultry voice. Tab could do the sultry voice, or I could do the deep Barry White voice. Stream ending now. You know what I mean? Or like, maybe something on the high pitch and like, what you doing? What you starting your stream now? You coming in? Like something crazy, whatever you want. We could do custom ones where we can like either emulate a certain style that they want, or we could do ones where we just like do a pre-made pack of like epic voiceover custom alerts and stuff like that. And we were thinking about collaborating on a pack like that and putting it on our websites. And if you guys are interested in something like that, let me know. And I will send you guys links as we get that going. We're going to pump out some content for that soon, and I will talk more about that at another time once we have more details on it. But let me know what you guys think about that. Do you think it'd be worth doing? I think it'd be pretty fun to do, even if nobody buys it. I think it'd be fun because I would use it, and I would make custom sound alerts in my chat that you guys could what's the word? Redeem for points. So that would be cool. Yeah, that would be really cool. So let me know if you guys are interested in that. If we had sound alerts in the chat, both male and female, from me and Tab, and any other voice actors that want to collab on that, let me know. We can make a voice pack for you too. And and then depending on who does it, we haven't worked out how the pay is gonna go, because it'd basically be like, I don't know whether we're gonna like all collab on it and we're gonna split it evenly, or whether it'd be like based on whose voice they buy. That's the person who gets a portion of it, and then the engineer always gets some of it. Not sure how we're gonna do that yet, but that's not for you guys to worry about. If you want sound alerts, let me know, and we'll do something for you. Okay? Cool. Cause we're gonna spread the love. Spread the love. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And monetize that love, All right now. Anyway, so what's going on here? Oh, Valve, did you send a long message? That idea does sound bomb. I definitely believe you guys should move forward with that. Yeah, I think it's gonna be dope. I need to turn that off on my stream, and I never go into my settings to modify the moderation of anything. Maybe and I need to do that, maybe, because I feel like it would make sense to do that. You know what I mean? I don't think you guys should be over modded, because most of the people that watch my stream are pretty dope people and nobody's doing anything crazy, so I'm not really concerned about my audience per se, except for when Twitch or Streamlabs sends me random messages from other people that aren't even watching my stream. Attainable goal. However, improving your ad's current CTR by 25% may be an achievable objective. Here we go. 4. Relevant. Here, you should ask yourself, how does this marketing activity help to achieve our business objectives? For example, the reason why an improved click-through rate for an ad matters to your company is that more click-throughs mean more visitors to your site, and more visitors to your site mean more opportunities to generate leads and sales. Good. 5. Time-bound. Finally, I think so too,
any goal
Val.
you set
I'm
needs to
looking forward
have
to it.
a
It's gonna
built-in
be
deadline. If you
Telling
want to see an improvement of 25%
and I get to do
in
my epic
CTR,
voice guy impression.
when do you want to see that result?
You know, maybe I might even do like a trailer for my. Ooh, should I make a stream trailer? Like whenever somebody raids me or hosts me and I don't know who they're like having, should I make a streaming trailer for it? And it should be like, in a world where voiceover runs nothing. Like whatever the heck I talk about, whatever it's going to be. In a world where Batman always gets shot. Like I think that'd be pretty funny to make like an epic movie trailer voice like trailer for my channel. What do you guys think? Should I do like an epic movie trailer voice for the channel and make a trailer and be like, one man unites us all. Johnny, unite us. I feel like that'd be pretty cool. I think it'd be overly pretentious and exceptionally cheesy, but very fun to do.
See that result? What's the time frame for meeting the goal? If we combine these 5 elements, then one complete example of a SMART goal would be, we want to improve this ad's click-through rate by 25% within 30 days.
There we go.
Action step. Review your marketing strategy and confirm that all your goals and objectives are SMART. If they aren't, then rewrite as outlined. Now that you have an understanding of what SMART goals are and how you can set up your own according to the needs and objectives of your business, it's time to take the next step. Sign up for a free trial of the Sales Accelerator today to bolster your
So here's what's funny about this book. Every single chapter ends in, sign up for your free trial today. I don't know why he's trying to sell something within the book itself. It's like, I've already sold you the book. Now buy the other thing after the book. Because money, 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 money. Money.
It's time to take the next step. Sign up for a free trial of the Sales Accelerator today to bolster your marketing efforts and reduce your company's sales cycle.
Boom. Oh, the damage is done. So now we got chapter 1 done. But you know what? When I was recording this, I was drinking a lot of water. And because of that, now my bladder is full. So I'm going to take a quick bathroom break. And we'll be right back, okay? Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back with the rest of the chapter. Or do you want to listen to chapter 2 without me? You can't listen to chapter 2 without me. We got to edit it. Right. All right. Actually, I might be able to play. Nah, because I need to listen. I need to listen and make sure that chapter 2 sounds good. That's what we're doing today. So, give us a brief moment, and I'll be back after these messages from our sponsor. All right, we back. Sorry about that. You know, had to see a man about a wallaby. And, this wallabies be very important. Very, very important. Very, very important. Do you know what type of animal a wallaby is? Just wondering. I was told that if you want to do an Australian accent instead of a British accent, you have to have a lazy tongue. So it's similar, but not the same. And I have to be careful because if I'm not careful, it starts to turn into a Chris Hemsworth impression. And I don't want to do a Chris Hemsworth impression because then it becomes Thor. And I'm not really trying to be Thor per se. And it'd be really cool to be the God of Thunder. Yeah. But I don't want to break beer glasses on the floor or anything like that or hit people with hammers. You want me to... What did he say? You want me to put the hammer down? That's what he says, right? That's what he says? Yeah? Something like that? Yeah? It's great. It's great stuff. Good stuff. Should I do Marvel quotes? I feel like people would want me to do lots of Robert Downey Jr. and I'm not good at doing Robert Downey Jr. He's just very overconfident and everything like that. Without him, he would be no MCU. He is Iron Man. I am Iron Man. That's just that. I don't know why I'm doing impressions out of something. Don't know why. Don't know why I didn't come. My brain is really all over the place today right now. I don't know what's going on. I think this is what happens when I'm at the end of my rope of fumes. So we're going to try starting chapter 2. Here we go. And see how far we can go.
Chapter 2. Pivoting your marketing strategies. The key to surviving uncertain markets.
Okay.
In our previous chapter, we looked at the importance of having SMART goals to guide your business objectives.
Hope you have SMART
However,
goals.
as anyone in the business world will tell you, more often than not, things outside your control happen and have unprecedented impacts on the market and consumer demands. In order to survive when the unexpected happens, you need to evolve and realign with the emerging market trends and consumer behavior. In such a case, re-evaluating your business objectives and pivoting your marketing strategy is a wise thing to do.
True.
Knowing when to pivot. Unfortunately, pivoting is neither easy as is... Unfortunately...
Pause. As is... Sound like I was about to sneeze. Like ha-choo. Look at you.
Unfortunately...
Look at you.
Unfortunately...
$100 bill. Look at you. At you. $100 bill. Look at you. At you. Type in the chat if you know what song that is.
Pivoting is neither as easy as it sounds, nor an easy decision to make. Introspection is difficult, and it is natural for business managers and team members to resist change. Pivoting involves planning and willingness to accept. Pivoting involves...
There we go. I like that. I like the pivoting. Pivoting involves planning.
Pivoting
Okay, it does. Pivot. You know who's really good at pivoting? Whoa. Kobe Bryant. Anyway.
Change. Pivoting involves planning and willingness to accept that your marketing strategy, or some aspects of it, are no longer relevant or working. But how do you know when to pivot? Here are some red flags that should tell you it's time to reevaluate your strategies.
Okay.
A spike in customer complaints or negative online feedback. A decline in productivity and employee morale. Focusing only on one product line over other potential revenue sources. Price undercutting by new or aggressive competitors.
Yup.
A visible change in...
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. So what's interesting as I listen to this, right?
A visible change.
So I said a spike in customer complaints or negative online feedback, a decline in productivity and employee morale, focusing only on one product line over other potential revenue sources, price undercutting by new or aggressive competitors, a visible change in customer buying patterns. These things are actually very evident in the voiceover industry itself. What's interesting is, like, for example, a spike in customer complaints and negative online feedback. Lower quality clients tend to complain more, and there are more people getting voiceover for more things, and there's lower quality talent as well in more things. And so the rise in complaints has occurred. People like, oh, well, you don't, people, I've dealt with people where they don't return the work fast enough, or I've dealt with people that they don't, what's the word? They don't, they can't do the sound we want. We want it to sound more dramatic or whatever. And that's a combination of direction and just, maybe the talent can't perform what they're asking for. I've been in that situation where they were asking me to do something I just didn't have in my wheelhouse yet. A decline in productivity and employee morale. I think that there's definitely a decline in productivity for some voice actors. Others are growing and blowing up. Me, I'm on the up. I'm on the way up. I'm climbing. Some are sliding down uncontrollably because they're not getting work that they would have easily gotten prior, because there's more bad talent, there's also more good talent, and we're all competing. Focusing only on one product line or over other potential revenue sources. So this is what some veteran voice actors are struggling with right now. They're one trick pony. They're a promo only, or they're commercial only, or they're only able to perform, which is great if you live in LA and you can just show up at a studio. But if you can't learn like the engineering side at least a little bit to produce your own audio and produce like commercial ready audio in your home, and all you can do is record, hit play and stop, and you can't edit it, you're going to be at a disadvantage. So learning to edit, learning how to process your audio properly, like my audio sounds clean because it's being processed, those type of things. And that's with anything. If you're going to be like making music from home, if you're going to making video from home, most people can't afford an engineer or an editor or all those other things. So we have to learn how to do it on our own. And by learning how to do it on your own, it gives you the advantage. That is the pivot that a lot of people need to make right now. The other thing is learning how to pivot in their marketing approach instead of just blindly sending emails or trying to email everyone. Like, a lot of people are starting to use Instagram more. More people are using, YouTube more. I'm going to be leaning on the YouTube, Instagram route myself. I already do use Instagram, but I'm going to be leaning more on YouTube because I like longer form content, as you know from my streams. So by being able to do those types of things and extend the content that I give, I think I'll be able to provide more value to those who watch. You know what I mean? And then price undercutting by new and aggressive competitors. That's absolutely true. The way the voiceover platforms are set up, voices.com, voice123, especially voices.com, they're set for us to undercut each other by bidding lower than each other. And then the client will get a good enough talent and we'll just have been underbidding each other when there could have been the perfect talent for that. But if we hadn't been underbidding, they might have got it, and the client might be more satisfied because they got the talent that they deserved as opposed to just the talent that was the cheapest. And it's not always the same, because there's always going to be somebody willing to do what you do for less. So either you have to be so special where you can't be replicated, or you have to show them the value in hiring you versus someone else. And that's with anything. That applies to any industry, not just voiceover. Anything that you're running your own business, why should I hire you to do this job? That's always the case. Even in a regular job. It's why should I hire you over somebody else? That's what it is. That's the reality. That is the reality. My reality is my fantasy. I'm singing words wrong, aren't I? Anyway, back. A visible change in customer buying patterns. Yes, and that's the last thing, a visible change in customer buying patterns. It used to be a customer wanted a voiceover. First, they went to a video production house to make a video. The video production house contacted casting directors and agents and things like that. And then those people went out and acquired talent. Usually the casting director went out to the agents, and the agents get their talent. The talent submits an audition. The agent submits the auditions to the casting director. The casting director looks and listens and then corresponds with the client on who they want. And then they send that feedback back to the client, and the client is like, yeah, this is good. And then they're like, okay, we're going to hire this person. So they go back to the agent. The agent says, hey, you're getting hired. Be available at this time and this day. have your equipment ready or come into this studio and we'll do it then. So it used to be a very long, convoluted process. Now, some clients are making videos in-house. And then they're having, if you're smart, people like me, directly corresponding to the in-house production, not the outside production. But I also like meeting up with the outside production and working with them and being like, hey, this is what I can do. And then they're like, yeah, we're going to keep using you. We like you. That's what I got this week. Somebody was like, hey, we've never worked with a pro voiceover before. I understand why now. You're really good. We're going to keep working with you. I'm going to keep recommending you. That's who corresponded with me earlier tonight. So we're going to talk more about that. Good stuff. Anyway, back to the Q&A. Velvet, what do you do for work, by the way?
Planning your pivot
I don't
strategy.
think we ever talked about what you work.
As the adage goes,
I always talk too much.
If you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. You therefore need to have a solid plan in
Hulk
place
80, what is your
once
day
you decide
job,
to pivot. Here is how to go about it.
Because I know you
1.
do other stuff. And you take care
Identify
of your
key
family
issues
and
in your business that need changing. Get your facts right first. Obtain feedback from your customers and employees
I'm curious,
to
what do you
pinpoint
guys do for work?
specific issues in your business
And what is your
where
dream
your efforts
job?
are falling short. This preliminary questioning ensures that your pivot strategy is informed by objective and
Actually, I
accurate
low-key
data
think
that
voiceover is
reflects
my
your
dream job at
business's
this point.
need
Like, I work from
areas.
home. I work when I want, how I want,
That
for myself. Like, that is about as good as it gets.
reflects
Um,
your business's need.
Now, sometimes I'll cut it in the middle of a sentence, but I just got to make sure that it sounds good together.
This preliminary questioning ensures that your pivot strategy is informed by objective and accurate data that reflects your business's need areas.
Cool. Sounds good. Oh, side note. Your boy, hey, B Breezy, what's happening? What's happening, fam? Your boy ordered, so this little thing right here, I don't have it on autofocus anymore, I don't think. Wait. I think I can switch it to showcase mode. Hold on one second. Defocus. I don't even know if that matters. Give me 1 second. I want to see something. My setup is crazy. My setup is crazy. Whoa. Oh. Oh. Canceled and switched back around to focus state. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Program auto? What? What is going on? Aperture priority, shutter priority, manual exposure. I don't know what any of this means. There we go. I don't know. There's a showcase mode. I don't know if that's even on right now. But in showcase mode, I can hold my hand like that, and then my face goes out of focus. But no, we in manual focus mode now. Anyway, this little gray piece was on top of the camera, right? It's a placeholder for, in this case, the fuzzy thing that's on top of my camera. But I got something to make my vlogs better. And so that way I don't have to always have my microphone and my DAW open, which would allow me to shoot my vlogs in locations other than this little box area, which I like. I enjoy shooting here. It's just so small. Like, I am so long. I feel like I know for a fact I can touch this wall with one hand and that wall with the other hand. And I just don't want to be in this little spot all the time. So as I make more videos, I'm looking forward to really getting into like exploring my local town and the woods and different things. And as more I feel more comfortable going different places, like, just, showing off like different things I like to eat and places and stuff like that, and making more of a vlog style things. And with that, I would like my camera to just be the camera and microphone together instead of having to worry about like a lavalier mic or anything like that. And just turn the camera on, the microphone is plugged in, take the audio from the microphone from the camera and put it into my Adobe Premiere or Final Cut Pro, whichever one I decide to use, and give you guys quality video content. So that should be coming soon. But in the meantime, I actually have a video in the works that I'm working on for Friday. I have started it. I did open up Premiere Pro and I have started uploading video into there. So it's just a matter of putting in time to start editing. So I'll start editing tomorrow morning. Quan, if you're watching, Quan, tomorrow morning, I have editing on my schedule before recording and after checking emails. I should be able to edit the majority of the video, like the video part, and then I'll do the sound design on Thursday. And then upload Friday. That's the plan. I'm going to try to upload every Friday onto my YouTube channel because I don't like uploading on Mondays. It's a pain. That means I have to work on Sunday. And I already do work on Sunday. I don't want to. All right. Back to the edit. Back to life.
Understand
Back to
the
reality.
nature of market shifts. Similarly, it's equally important to understand the nature of market shifts influencing your pivot strategy. For example, will they have short-term or long-term effects on the business world? Some shifts will happen slowly, and pivoting in this case is more likely to be a continuous process with impacts to last years.
Now, I could have paused there. That's interesting. It has a comma, so it says some shifts will happen slowly, comma, and pivoting, comma, in this case, comma, is more likely to be a continuous process with impacts to last years. Now, I could have read it like that, but I chose to read it differently because rhythmically it felt better when I said some shifts will happen slowly, and pivoting, in this case, is more likely to be a continuous process with impacts to last years. I feel like that rhythmically is more how I speak, and so that's one of those situations where sometimes ignoring the punctuation makes sense. Because the thought needs to come out. And that's the reason punctuation even exists. Oh, my cousin shared a reel with me. Yeah, that's the reason why punctuation even exists, so that you can understand a thought. So as a voice actor, we have to understand the thought on a deeper level than the punctuation to make sure that we can display it in a way that makes sense as spoken word. Because sometimes written word is not always equal to spoken word. Not the same. Not the same at all.
Shifts will be more immediate and
matter of fact, to illustrate that, it's like the gravity of reading a poem versus hearing the poet perform it. Especially if they can emotionally do that. I went to a poetry slam 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago maybe, and you just feel what the artist is saying more, because it means so much to them when they say it with their own words, as opposed to someone else reading it, or as opposed to you reading what they wrote. And it may have gravity to you when you read it, what they wrote, but it's not the same as when they hit you with the words and how they feel and what emotions is coming out. And then, it was special. I would go to another poetry slam. Shout out Defining Justice.
Drastic, necessitating a quick pivot in marketing strategies. These may be short-term changes that do not affect your long-term goals and objectives. 3. Setting up a successful pivot.
Pivot. Ma kizzer kazi. Iso kize. Iso kiza kizal. Kazi. Kazuzuzi.
Setting up a successful pivot strategy.
A little
Focusing
plosive there. Just a tiny plosive. I don't even feel like messing with it. It's so small.
Focus on boosting your revenue income.
Notice it.
If you're undergoing a pivot, as mentioned previously, this was most likely preceded by a decline in your business's revenue.
True.
Therefore, you need to focus on cost-effective tactics
That's
that
true.
will produce a quick turnaround and produce the result that your business needs right now. Keep aspects of your plan that still work. Keep aspects of your plan.
Oh, see, now my voice is starting to get tired. So here's what I do. If I hear it, even if my voice sounds okay, but I hear it a little tired, I always retake it. Because I just don't want the audience to get a lesser experience just because I was getting tired. You know what I mean?
Right now. Keep aspects of your plan.
All right, so I'm going to space this out a little bit just because it's a little close. And there's some separation in the statements here. So we're talking about one sentence
that will produce a quick turnaround and produce the result that your business needs right now. Keep aspects of your plan that still work. Pivoting your market strategies does not mean you abandon all your existing plans and start from scratch.
Right.
Keep aspects that are still relevant and align with your new objectives, and pause others that do not satisfy your business's current needs.
Yeah, that's true.
Listen and
I know what
communicate
we're talking
to
about.
your customers. The customer is king, and their needs and concerns should always be a top priority.
Mm-hmm.
Engaging your customers is perhaps more important than ever when pivoting your marketing strategy. You do not want to risk them losing interest in your brand and shift to your competitors.
Very
As
true.
mentioned earlier, whilst
Giving business
marketing
away.
pivots tend to occur when things are going wrong, I believe it is good to practice sometimes pivot.
This one, I didn't understand what the
I
sentence was
believe
saying.
it is good practice to sometimes pivot your strategy.
Sometimes that happens. You're on a roll like butter, and then you're like, what the heck did you just say?
I believe it is good to practice sometimes pivot.
What?
I believe it is good.
Excuse me. Good Lord. We're going back to I believe.
I believe it is.
I believe. I believe in a light that shines and blah, blah, blah. Something, something. It's a John Legend song. I don't know what the rest he says, though.
Going
I used to listen
wrong.
to it.
I believe it is good practice to sometimes
know I'm
pivot
tired,
your
but I'm just
strategy when
singing
things are
randomly.
seemingly going well. The benefit of this is
Mm-mm.
that you are then pivoting from a position of strength.
I believe in a light that shines and will never die. I believe a fire burns. We stay alive. They will talk about us like they talked about the kings before us. That's the song. It's called I Believe, I think. I had it was in my head, and if you don't sing it, it won't ever leave your head, and I was going to be stuck in my head all day. So I had to do it, guys.
Strength.
I
Not
apologize for
weakness.
your ears.
You are reviewing your strategy and trying to be predictive of market trends and not reactive. Hence, you are much more likely to be ahead of the curve. However, if you follow the steps which I outlined, you will still only ever pivot based on analysis and data, so won't change things.
Blabba-da-doobity-day-da.
So you won't change things.
Okay, so I remember to do the day to day, so you won't change things. So you won't change things. She can get on with that.
Analysis and data, so you won't change things that are working.
There you go.
Action step.
Mhm.
Using the 3 steps above,
Mhm.
review your marketing strategy and determine what works and what can be improved.
Mhm.
Do you need to pivot?
Do I?
We can help.
I've already
Marketing
been
will
pivoting,
remain an
baby.
essential aspect
Already,
of any
you don't
business.
even know about the
And
moves
we are
I'm making.
dedicated. Marketing.
Oh, and we are dedicated. To God we are dedicated. Let me stop. All right. What am I?
Marketing will remain. Marketing will.
Marketing.
Marketing will remain.
Bing boom, ba ding a ding doom. Bing boom, ba ding a ding doom.
We can help. Marketing will remain an essential aspect of any business, and we are dedicated to helping you market like a pro.
Mm-hmm.
Sign up for a free trial of the sales. Sign up for a free trial of the Sales Accelerator formula to help ensure your marketing and sales efforts are flexible, dynamic, and ready for anything.
All right, chapter 2 is done. Finito. Finito. Anyway, be breezy. How was your day, homie? You and Quan doing good? Y'all chilling? Y'all having a good day? My stream started off real weird. Like, Streamlabs was showing comments of people that weren't even watching the stream. And it wasn't showing up in my comment section on the software. It was only showing up on my chat on the screen that was being displayed. So I couldn't even block the person because they weren't showing up. Their comments weren't showing up in an area where I could even click on their name. And it was just like abusive language. And I was like, yo, this is not conducive to my stream. So I had to turn chat off for a minute just because I didn't want to allow a person who wasn't even watching the stream to kind of ruin the vibe. You dig? So that's how we started. But we in a good place right now. I'm kind of vibing. I'm enjoying this. We moving through the chapters.
Visibility and involvement. Core factors
Oh, Ray
towards
Eats Cookies
growth.
is live. You might
Within most
check out her stream if
businesses,
she's streaming something
the aspect
interesting
of
later.
team visibility and involvement are deemed to be important.
Doing good. It's my relaxed day. Ooh, Tuesday being a relaxed day. Cool. Side note. I don't know what the heck I just did. Kwam, when is your cousin getting married? Message me. Cause I have no idea. Ooh, my air is still on in my booth. I can feel it. And I would like to be in if I can't be in attendance, I'd like to be on a Zoom or something like that. Cause I like I want to show my support for the family. That's how I feel. That's the best way to put what I was gonna say. I don't want to make a big deal out of anything, but gotta celebrate the good things when we can. You know what I mean? Celebrate the good while we can.
Regardless of the department in which the team member operates, whether as an employer or an employee, being actively involved in the organization's day-to-day activities plays a crucial role in the business's growth and development.
Ooh,
a byproduct of a focus on improving team involvement.
Now, I think this is where I messed up this sentence quite a few times. So we're going to just cut this here. I also sometimes just be looking at the waveform being like, what does that look like? That looks exactly like what I said over here. Gabe sent me another message. Cool. Cool. My man, Gabe. Now, that's cool that he's like, I started voice messaging people exclusively. I almost never text people on Instagram anymore in DMs. I almost always voice message people because, one, I'm just efficient, or I like to be efficient, and voice message is way faster than texting because I can just be like, hey, what's up? How you doing? My name is Johnny. This, boom, message sent. I do that way faster than I can type. Secondly, they get to hear my voice, and if it's a potential networking opportunity, the more my voice is heard, the better chances I may have. And maybe one day I don't beat Gabe for an audition, but maybe he's like, yo, I got too much work. I know a guy who can sound similar to me for this promo trailer. Rated PG for all audiences. Rated G for general audiences. Rated PG for parental guidance. Rated PG-13. Rated PG-13 for parental guidance up to 13. I feel like that'd be really fun. I should make a sound alert that says this stream is rated PG for parental guidance suggested. Bring your mama, bring your daddy, bring your kids, bring your wife.
A byproduct of a focus on improving team involvement and visibility is an uplift in productivity.
What are we doing? Chapter 3?
How to improve team visibility and involvement.
Cool.
Encouraging and fostering positive relationships between team members in order.
I was about to ask a question, but I know for a fact if I ask this question, Quan would be like, yes. And because he would say yes, I have to say no. So I can't ask the question. Sometimes I think enough to make wise decisions before I do stuff. Only sometimes. Sorry, Quan. I love you, bro. But I can't allow what I was imagining in my head to happen, so never mind.
How to improve team visibility and involvement. Encouraging and fostering positive relationships between team members in order to create trust and a good work environment. Allocating tasks and projects to employees allows them to prove themselves and also builds their confidence. And also build their confidence.
Yeah, see? Now that's a mistake I would not have normally caught before, but I catch it now because I'm editing I said builds their confidence, but that's how you would say it, but he wrote build your confidence. So I have to make sure that I read what they wrote and not what I think.
And also build
unless
their
I'm
confidence.
talking to the client and tell them I made changes.
Providing opportunities for team members to upskill
so
or undertake additional training such as seminars,
and then if you need to change it
or online courses.
I can always change it later.
This is mutually beneficial
easier to change my part
because
than
the
his.
team member will gain
Audio
additional knowledge
easy,
and will implement their newly acquired skills within the company.
Takes a pain in the butt.
Develop interdepartmental engagement by establishing cross-functional projects.
Develop interdepartmental engagement. That is a mouthful. What is it? Hold on. What is Streamlabs doing? It's probably asking a survey question or something. Yup, poll. which I still haven't changed. No, I was gonna ask if you wanted me to share the Gabe Kunda message that he just sent me, and I didn't read it, so I can't share it till after I know what he says. So the answer is no. I'll let you hear it later in a WhatsApp. Shut up, Siri. You can't hear nothing. I'll send it to you personally, Quan, because you might like it, but I don't feel like sharing that on the stream because I want to make a VOD, and I didn't get Gabe's permission to share his voice on anything. So we're not going to share Gabe's voice on the video because I don't want to create problems for him. That's all.
Functional projects which require collaboration and teamwork. This way, team members from different departments become familiar with one another and gain a deeper understanding of how other departments operate.
Perfect.
Make sure that occasionally team members are exposed to activities or projects they're not yet familiar with. This will help them.
That's me making up words again. This will help them. Come on, let's sing it down 6, 7 times.
Familiar
8, 9,
with.
10, 11.
This will help with developing transferable skills within teams and provide a holistic view of company operations.
Cool.
Importance.
All right. Okay, yep, right there. I'm going to cut that space down a little bit. It's a big space. We don't need it to be that big. From here to here.
Operations.
1, 2.
Importance of visibility and transparency.
1, 2.
Transparency and visibility play a crucial role in building trust and honesty. Feedback is easily given and received within a transparent environment. Acceptance by team members, especially of failures, is critical within any company. Transparency and ownership of successes and failures will help move forward faster.
Maybe.
Transparency and...
I think. I can't remember.
Transparent.
I'm pretty sure it's about Space Jam. I know at some point my character gets real preachy because he's a biggest LeBron fanboy, or as he calls him, GOAT. Anyway.
Transparency and ownership of successes and failures will help move forward faster.
Where's your MVP?
Team morale. Communication is inhibited when transparency is not present within a company.
Now who's bringing the ribs?
If team members don't have a clear picture of the company's objectives or goals, it makes it much harder for them to be achieved. Okay. Identifying gaps in transparency or team involvement.
Now, what's interesting is there are times in this book where I read the numbers, and there are times when I don't. I did it based on, like, if the list was, excuse me. That was my full, complete yawn. I did it based on whether the context made sense to say the numbers or not. In this scenario, there's no introduction to this list, so you don't know what it's a list of, so I read it normal. It should have been a paragraph, but instead they decided to make a numerical list. And then other times I did number the things because they're like as follows: 1, 2, so it just depends on the context. Generally you should ask, but I had a short deadline, so I didn't get a chance to ask. I'm just going to submit it, and then they're going to be like, well, you want it all the numbers said or none of the numbers said. If they say none of the numbers, it's going to be easier than all the numbers. Ooh, but I might just copy and paste. I have the hiccups, guys. Help me. I'm dying. What exactly is a hiccup? I was told that it's I was told that a hiccup is like a malfunction in your diaphragm when it just like tries to take in air when it shouldn't. And then when I was younger, I was told that it's when your heart stops, but I'm pretty sure your heart's not stopping when you have a hiccup. Just saying. I think that's the same as like when your hand is bigger than your face. You have cancer. Pretty sure that's that's the same category of that. Just like the idea that a hot toddy cures everything. I'm sure you'll enjoy yourself a little more, but I don't think it cures anything.
This can have negative.
And I think these two things.
This can have
a parallelogram. Yo, Quan, what VO stuff you been working on? I saw you was in the lab. I saw your post the other day. You was in the lab, man.
This can
What
have
you
negative
working on,
implications
dog?
on
What you
corporate
working on,
culture.
homie? Also, if Hulk 80, if you still watching, how did the rest of your voiceover practice go? What other things did you do? I enjoyed watching you earlier and peeping in on your stream, seeing how you were
It
doing.
needs to be closed. This can have negative implications.
It can have negative implications, apparently. Wa-da-da-da.
It needs to be closed. This can have team players. This can have negative
I don't
implications
remember the
on
last Star
corporate
Wars film I
culture.
watched in
It
theaters.
needs to be
Maybe
closely
Solo?
monitored. Action point.
Oh, it might have been Rogue One. Rogue One might have been the last one I saw in theaters. That was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed Rogue One. But not everybody did. Ooh, I told you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's my other yawn. Anyway, you still here? You found some of the other ones he did and worked on them? Yeah? Did you make any clips? Send me one in a whisper and I'll share it in the chat.
This
I would
can
love
have
to.
negative
We
implications
can
on
react to
corporate
that
culture.
as a little
It
intermission
needs to be closely
after
monitored.
we finish the next chapter.
Action point. If you don't already, set up a 360-degree. If you don't already,
Y'all gonna be impressed with how deep Hulk 80's voice is, y'all. Like, my voice is conditionally deep. Like, I can make my voice deeper. I can use the proximity effect. I can sound real deep right here, real low. But his voice is just naturally down here. He was like, Mercedes, the best of everything, or whatever that ad said. Luxury at its finest. That's where his voice is naturally. This man, I've never heard him talk higher than the pitch I'm using right now. His voice is just always down here with Marcellus the bass man, Barry White status, like ultra baritone, ultra bass. Like my voice is a natural bronzy baritone. His voice is a true bass. He's got that down here, down the lower diaphragm. His voice vibrates out of his stomach. Like that's how deep it is. Make you poop your pants. I don't know how you got them genes to do that, man. But it's impressive, man. It's advantageous.
if you don't already,
You get that diction down straight, bro. You're gonna be
set up a
force
360-degree
force to
survey with your
reckon
team
with,
based
man.
on the areas
the
outlined
diction
in
and your
this
acting
chapter
chops up.
to see how visible and engaged your team currently are.
Now that's one that I don't like because grammatically it's wrong. It's grammatically incorrect. I don't even know where that is.
Sales acceleration formula gives you complete visibility.
Oh, here, look. It says, outlined in this chapter, to see how visible and engaged your team currently are. It's one team. It's singular, so it should be your team currently is. But am I going to change it? No. Boy, I'm tired, bro. I've been up all night. It's just practice, man. That's all it is. All it is practice. It's not even like you're not bad. It's like nobody's great at anything when they first start out. Like I was just talking to somebody about y'all can't see that chat at all. I need to put like a white box over there or a black box so y'all can actually read that. But I was saying, like, to my grandmother, I was saying that everybody should learn at least one skateboard trick in their life, because then you get the practice of trying something hard and getting up and falling over and over and over again until you get it right, and then you get the satisfaction of really doing something on your own and accomplishing something challenging in life. And with voiceover, it's skill. Any skill requires you to practice it. So you can have the natural raw structure for something. Like, for example, LeBron James is a 6'8", 230-pound man, like muscle, maybe more. Like he at one point he was like 250, but let's say he's 225, 230 right now, right? Might be more, probably is more. Anyway, probably like at least 240, 245. Either way, he's a big man, a large man. And you can give a guy that size, but that doesn't automatically make them the best basketball player in the world. There's plenty of guys that are his height and size or bigger. It's his skill of putting in the work of shooting the ball, practicing, dribbling, dunking, passing. And he's got some basketball genius in his mind, too, the way he passes, too. But he combined the skill with his natural gifts to become elite. And just like that, like you may have the beautiful voice, but if you don't have the diction, which comes with practice, if you don't have the acting chops, which comes from practice and learning and working out and playing and doing those things, you may get an occasional job or you might get a radio job, but you won't be a voice acting. And so you have to push yourself into the uncomfortable. You have to make yourself do things that you don't think you should do in a performance perspective. Not in like a moral perspective. Don't do that. But to challenge yourself. I had a coach the other day. She was doing vocal coaching with me. She had me speaking like a child. It's very rare that me, a grown man with a voice as deep as mine, I would get cast for a child. It's even more rare that a man like you, Hulk 80, would get cast as a child. Because the vocal dissonance from seeing a child-sized person and then them talking like, yo, what's up, man? Like it worked in Baby's Kids. The baby had the voice of it might have been ODB. It was like a rapper. I don't remember who it was. But in Baby's Kids, they had a rapper being a voice. It wasn't ODB. It was somebody else as the voice of the baby. And it was like that was deliberately to make you be like, what? But generally speaking, voices that are like ours, deeper. And I shouldn't say like ours, yours, deeper on that end. Usually you kind of get typecast. But having the ability to be flexible emotionally gives you the character range that you would need when you have to be, a military commander and you're doling out commands on the left, nuke drop here, blah, blah, blah. Like whatever commander you are, then you're doing that. But then you might be sensitive in another scenario where you're like the father and you're like, okay, listen, now we're going to sleep. So you have to be able to turn the sensitivity in and still flip it on to the full force and then have the happy side too, because a lot of commercials are like more on the upbeat, happy side. And you got to bring something to the table that's other than just your voice, because there's a lot of really cool voices out there, but you have to be able to shine, like you can have an antique car, great bones, but until you clean it up, get that rust off, wax it off, it don't look like nothing. You know what I mean? So that's all it is. You got the bones. You got the bare bones. You got to get the rest, dog. That's all it is, man. That's all it is. Get the bones. Got the bones. You got to build the rest. And I think you could do it. I know you could do it. It's just a matter of whether you put the time in. You know what I mean?
The account manager.
Delete that.
The account manager.
Whoa.
The sales accelerator.
Whoa. Woo. Okay.
And a sales.
What? Account manager. What am I reading right now?
The sales acceleration formula.
Okay, so we're reading from here. And we're going to delete two of these joints. This bye-bye, that bye-bye. Oh, mama.
The sales acceleration formula gives you complete visibility for your sales team.
In the chapter.
The account management stages.
Started again.
The sales.
Boy. Oh, mambo italiano, mambo italiano. Pizza ensalada. I don't know the rest
The
of the words.
The sales acceleration formula gives you complete visibility for your sales team, the account management stages, and a sales action plan. Mm-hmm. Sign up for a free trial and greatly improve on team visibility and involvement.
Perfect. All right. Hey, yo, Hulk 80. You still on Shake, bro? How is that social media platform? For those of you guys who aren't familiar, Hulk 80 and I were invited to be some of the first participants in a new app called Shake, mainly because we have interesting voices that would be good for voiceover content, and the entire app is built on like brief voice over content based on like your phone microphone. I lost my headphones for my phone, so I don't know where they are, like my regular ones, and the ones I have for the Beats don't sound good. So I don't like how the audio sounds in that app. It sounds really compressed. So that's really the only reason why I don't use it. It is kind of cool though. Like you can like comment on a chain, or like I've posed questions in there, and then other people respond with their thoughts, and it's all verbal. So I do like it. Similar to Clubhouse in that it's all verbal content, except it's all pre-recorded verbal content as opposed to Clubhouse, which is all live content, which is chaotic to me. I can't understand anything that's going on in Clubhouse 90% of the time because most people have too many people on the speaker stage. Unless they're doing like a TED talk and they're really explicitly talking about something, I'm not a big fan of it. Yo, oh, you haven't been on. What's up, Tab? I was talking about Shayk, Shayk. Hulk 80 and I had both been invited to use it, but it was like 30 people using the app, honestly. There were some people that use it on a regular basis, and then I just like stopped because I have too many social medias as it is. If I wasn't a voice actor, I would not have a Twitter account. If I wasn't a voice actor, and I don't use it for marketing. I don't use it for anything. Honestly, I just today followed 2 of my coaches on Twitter. I think I follow 80 people maybe. And I think I have 17 followers on my Twitter. I don't tweet. I tweeted today about the Chicago Bulls. Like, I just be randomly looking at Twitter once every 3 years. So I don't really use Twitter effectively. My main thing is Instagram. It was my thing before voiceover, but voiceovers made me do more on Facebook. It's made me cultivate my YouTube a little bit more, which I need to do more about, which I was talking earlier. I was saying I'm going to try to post every Friday something. And something of content, like something of weight, at least 10 minutes worth of video to watch, partially to please the YouTube algorithm, and partially because I talk too much and editing down what I say concisely is challenging. So, oh yeah, that makes sense. Using Twitter for Twitch. Haven't heard of it. For real. Yeah. It's a lot. I have a TikTok for some reason. I do have 1 or 2 videos that have like 1,000 or 2,000 plays or something like that. But like, I don't know, like it's just too much work. TikTok for me, like I could do it. I just don't see the value in it for the type of content I want to make. I'm not going to do micro reviews like Stefan. I think he's got that on lock. I'm not angry enough. I'm not silly enough to attract the kind of audience to grow on that platform. And I'm also not pretty enough to attract that kind of audience to grow on that platform. So I'm just content with being me and not doing that on TikTok. I just have it in case I need to do something on there, like an audition, which I had it for an audition and I didn't even use it.
Chapter 4.
Oh, I don't like how I said that.
Chapter 4. Chapter 4. Chapter 4. Stay on top of the latest marketing trends.
I probably should use
in
Twitter
the modern
for Twitch,
world of
but
marketing,
I don't have anybody
things change
following
quickly.
me, so it doesn't matter.
For any series,
No, I was having trouble at this point because I was getting tired, so I had to take a break. Sometimes you gotta do that.
For any series,
I took a break. I went for a drive. I ate something, drank some coffee,
marketer, it is vital to keep up with these
just
changes.
refreshed my mind.
Knowing you need to stay ahead of the curve is
And
one
then I came
thing,
back with my voice a
but
little bit
how
more
do
rested.
you actually do it?
I could use some
The
more
answer
coffee
is
now. 'Cause
efficiency.
whatever the heck I was
By
doing
learning
earlier
how to incorporate
wore
the
me
right
out.
tools and tricks, make it easy.
All right, we're
It can be
skipping
easy
ahead
to sometimes focus
to our
on
cuts
hard
now
work
because I
rather
believe our
than
cuts
working
should
towards
be
a
pretty
goal.
good.
It's
We're
important
actually
to
going to
focus
expedite
on
the rest of the editing
efficiency.
because we don't need to listen
And
to
one way to
everything
do
anymore.
this is to automate tasks
We'll let our client
wherever
do the
possible.
QA.
Rather than scouring. Rather
And
than
we're just gonna
scouring the
edit
internet and social
according
media
to
attempting to intuit.
Blah, blah, blah. Come on. This is weird because I'm at like a weird angle, so I'm having trouble like seeing stuff. This screen is unnecessarily large. Like this is a TV that I use as a secondary monitor. So that's why I'm like off angle here. Anyway, but Tab, what's up? Did you do any VO work today, or did you just do your regular job?
Wherever possible. Rather than scouring the
I got a chance to talk to Gabe Kunda today, who is who's did the trailer for Black Widow, the coming soon to theaters part at the end, and he also did the trailer for Raya the Last Dragon on Disney Plus in theaters soon near you. He did that. So that guy, I messaged him today on Instagram, and he messaged me back. So I didn't get a chance to listen to his latest message, but he's a dope guy. He lives in Texas.
internet and
And I
social
hope
media
that if
attempting
I ever go to Texas, I
intuit
get to meet
the
him.
latest.
He went to DreamCon, by the way. For those of you who are familiar with RDC World, DreamCon is a thing that they kind of like set up where it's a bunch of young black entertainers that are making headway and from all over the internet, and they kind of collectively do something. You know, RDC World stands for Real Dreams Change the World, and it's kind of cool, like what they've made. And it's like a bunch of like young black people that like anime and video games, and they like have a con in Texas because that's where the guys are from. And Gabe lives in Texas, and he's Rock Lock in My Hero Academia in the English dub, and he's like in Valorant, and he's also in Overwatch. So I think he's in Overwatch. I can't remember. And yeah, either way, he's in a bunch of stuff. So it was kind of cool, like picking his brain a little bit and watching him get interviewed today. And also specifically cultivating a relationship with him because our voices are in a similar pocket. And we're in a similar age bracket. It's inevitable if I continue to grow, I will be butting heads with him at some point for auditions. And I'd much rather be on good terms with him than like low-key rivals. Because he's really good. And I'd much rather be like, oh yeah, you know what? I'm too busy for this job. But you know who would be great? Johnny. He can say PG-13, coming soon to theaters, just like me. Let's do the Gabe thing. He takes one earphone off. Coming soon to theaters, PG-13, Black Widow, starring Scarlett Johansson. Like, that's what he does. I love it. I love watching him perform. It's great. Oh, I'm glad your bunny's feeling better. Yeah, you were saying his rear claw was broken and he was bleeding, I think. That's what you were telling me, right? You had a Frisbee tonight. You're waiting on the next book this week. Sounds good. How's your Fiverr going? Is it moving slowly but surely, or is it not moving at all? And have you looked into using that hunter.io? Oh, should I hide that? Should I not talk about that? Should I delete that? Delete that. You never heard that. You don't know about that.
Just search the keyword.
Tab knows about it. She's allowed to know, but the rest of y'all can't know about hunter.io. Shh. I never said anything.
Work for you.
Industry secrets.
Just search the keywords and geographic region you are interested in, and you'll have information at your fingertips.
Ooh.
Plus, you can set
Information at my fingertips.
trends, Google alerts, and Twitter hashtags.
And Twitter.
Plus, you can set an alert to
And Twitter hashtags.
Plus, you can set an alert to track changes. Google Trends, Google Alerts, and Twitter hashtags are free tools which can help
Yeah, I
you
hadn't read that
monitor
like
the
they were
latest
the same
information
sentence. It was
on
weird.
any keyword you desire. So make sure to implement them to help you. So make sure to...
Yo, Tab, there's this one. Oh, Tab. Uh-oh. Long message. Same thing happened to my friend Velvet earlier. I need to turn that off.
So make sure to implement...
Hold on. Let's see if we can turn that off right now. Because that annoys me. I don't know where to look, but we're going to figure it out. What is this? Oh, the ad break thing? I don't even know what that is. Run a 1-minute ad. Sure, we're going to run a 1-minute ad for those of you who are not subscribed or whatever. Fiverr's been a little slow for a few days. but it's nice having a break a few days. Yeah. Okay. Let me get this joint going. Insights, community, viewer rewards. No. Streaming tools. Viewer rewards. Account settings. Moderation. Block hyperlinks, non-chat. Email verification, unban requests. Subscriber mode only. Moderator tools in chat. What? I don't even know how to do this. All right, I'll figure it out another time. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. All right, we'll figure it out. Your boy will figure it out one day. I have a lot of things that I need to do, but haven't. Yeah, the story of my life. I read all day and read all night. And time is frozen. Okay, anyway.
Staying on top of the latest
Blah, blah, blah.
marketing.
Yep. Let's look for more mistakes. Here we go.
Separate work and personal emails.
All right, so that was a long silence. Unnecessarily long. We're going to eliminate a good portion of that just to keep it flowing. You know what I mean? Here we go.
Well, the reality.
Well, I sound like my grandfather. Hello. That's how he always used to answer the phone. My grandpa, every time he answered the phone, I'd be like, hey, grandpa. He'd be like, hello. And then for a brief period of time, I was doing that. And my grandma was like, why are you answering the phone like your grandfather? I was like, I don't know. It's cool. Hello. How can I help you? My grandpa was.
The reality is that you may miss out on vital information if you don't subscribe.
True.
Well,
that's true in life. You may miss out on vital information if you don't subscribe to my YouTube channel. You never know. Self-promo at its finest. I mean, the book said it, not me. That wasn't me. I didn't write that. I read it.
The way to overcome this hurt.
I mean, you may just miss out on that vital information
By separating your.
Just create a separate YouTube account specifically just for me.
By separating your.
Just to listen to my lovely voice and hear the nonsense that comes out of my mouth. That's why you're here, right? To hear me say dumb stuff and make a fool of myself. Oh, yeah. I think I might make a fool out of myself. I feel like that's a song. And if it ain't one, I'm going to make it one.
By separating your personal or business email.
Okay. All right, yeah. There we go.
By separating your personal or business email account from your marketing account, you won't be concerned with spam. And you'll end up with an archive of marketing-related content that you can review at any time.
True.
Think of it as creating your own marketing library.
Ooh.
Find a community.
One
of the best ways to keep up with marketing trends is to surround yourself with like-minded people
since yesterday,
who are also looking to keep up with marketing trends.
True.
Sharing information and building connections is.
I was working on emails. I caught up on a bunch of emails that I had to send for potential clients in the Beard group, even though some of them were super late. But, I try to be thoughtful in what I write to people, and sometimes it takes time.
Sharing information and build.
I had to have some people resend me audio because they're asking me to build a chain for them. So I got one person I'm doing that for, and then I didn't send them a chain yet because I've been working on my own books today. So I'll do that tomorrow. Oh, Mr. Big Shot sent me a video. Oh, you said weekend. My bad. My weekend was terrible. Remember we had this discussion already? We talked about the weekend on your stream, and nobody had a good weekend, remember? Okay, hold on one second. Yeah. Give me a moment. Only a second. I will pull up this video. This video that Mr. Hulk 80 TV has sent me through Instagram, aka Mr. Big Shot 80 on Instagram. If you don't follow him, you should. All right. So we're going to pull up my Instagram DMs and don't slide in them. I don't need all that smoke. We're going to pull this off and we're going to slide it over here so y'all can see. Just a little intermission, y'all. Here we go. Hold up. There we go. There we go. We're going to slide this over here. Here we go. Yeah. Let's watch this video here. He don't send to us now. Oh, I liked it already. I must have already liked it. Let's listen.
For all the moments, for love, forever, find the perfect piece for whoever you're falling for. Only at K.
Telling you, man.
For all the
I feel like I need to wear a
moments,
diaper
for
listening
love,
to your voice. It's so deep.
Forever, find the perfect piece for whoever you're falling for. Only at K. For all the moments, for love, forever, find the perfect piece for whoever you're falling for. Only at K.
I could listen to this on loop, bro.
For all the moments,
I could just keep
for
listening to
love,
this.
Forever,
This is so
find the
so
perfect
spectacular.
piece
His voice
for
is
whoever
so
you're
bad.
falling for.
You hear what I'm saying?
Only at K.
You gonna be one of them dudes that when they try to
For all
EQ
the
your voice, if you
moments,
get the wrong
for love,
engineer, he gonna jack it up.
Forever,
Cause your voice is
find the
like
perfect piece
half your voice
for
is in
whoever
the
you're falling
the
for.
zone that
Only
normal human beings
K.
just they don't even generate sound there.
for all the moments.
You got the kind of
for
voice
love,
that vibrates
forever,
drum membrane
find the
brains.
perfect
You got the
piece
kind of voice
for
that
whoever
makes
you're
somebody's
falling for.
stomach start
Only
moving.
at K.
I mean, like, your voice is so
For
deep.
all the moments,
Old lady
for love,
earlobes move
forever,
when,
find
when
the
you
perfect
speak,
piece
man.
for whoever you're falling for.
It's spectacular. I could listen to that over and over again. I'm not gonna lie. I love it. I love it. Right? Doesn't he sound so cool? I mean, so here's the thing. We got to turn your cool sound into a refined sound. So that way your voice doesn't rule you. You rule your voice. You know what I did? You know what I mean? You dig? And then you'll be a master. You'll be a legendary voice actor. You'll get all the narration jobs for like the Morgan Freeman replacements and stuff. You just got to get a little bit more love in that voice. You know what I mean? Don't just lean, because that spot is like perfect for your type of voice. But not every spot will be. And you want to work more than occasionally, I'm assuming. Oh, you sent another video? Let's look at video number 2. Let's hear the Toyota one. Let's hear it.
Superior design,
Mm-hmm.
outstanding quality,
Or the
and
Benz
the
one.
drive to innovate. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing. Superior design, outstanding quality, and the drive to innovate. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
So this one is the perfect example.
Superior design, outstanding
I
quality.
want you to put in the chat what
the
you
drive
think you could
to
work
innovate.
on to make this spot better, and then I'll give you your critique
the
after
best
you comment.
or nothing.
And for other voice actors, what are your
Superior
critiques
design,
for Big Shot? What are things that you
outstanding
like?
quality,
What are things that you
and
think
the
he can
drive
improve on? Because we
to
got
innovate.
at least 3 other voice actors in the chat right now, or at least
the
2.
best
Because you got
or
me,
nothing.
Tab is a voice actor who gets paid.
Superior
Quan is
design,
also a voice actor who gets
outstanding
paid.
quality,
So what? I don't want to be the
and
only one
drive
giving feedback here,
to innovate
because even though it is my stream,
Mercedes-Benz,
I'm not the only set of ears
the best
listening to your voice.
or nothing.
Because there's some beautiful things in it, but it's
Superior
like a
design,
diamond in the rough, man. It's a
outstanding
diamond in the rough.
quality,
We got to refine a couple
and the
things
drive
that could
to
make this one
innovate.
even better. Because I like the
Mercedes-Benz,
first one better than this
the
one, but I'll
best
talk about why
or nothing.
in a moment. But yeah, I'm gonna leave this up for a second. If y'all want to hear it again, let me know. Put it in the chat. But yeah, other voice actors, I'm gonna let y'all comment. Tab, give him a little bit of a critique. Make sure your message not 1,000 words long. And Quan, same thing. Give my man Hulk 80 some critique. What do you guys think? And then I will weigh in after that.
Let's say, for
But we'll talk about some things that you can improve that'll make your performance go from pretty good to stinking great.
let's say, for example,
All right. So Tab says she likes the space between the lines, good breathing room. I'd like to hear a bit more enunciation. Yeah, I agree. There's with luxury, you almost overpronounce. You should. So for example, I'll point out specifically. I agree, Tab. I like the spacing too. I think his pacing was good. Pronunciation is a thing that. Hold on, here we'll talk about it.
Superior design, outstanding quality,
Right there. Hold on.
and the drive.
So instead of saying outstanding quality, it sounded like outstanding quality. Can you hear the difference? Outstanding quality, outstanding quality. It was like you got lazy on it. Your tongue got lazy. So you're going to have to work on diction. There is an app that I worked with to help me with my diction. I already had decent diction, but I wanted to improve it and make sure I had that in my bag. And I will send you a link to it. It was made by Elaine Clark, and it's like some exercises you can do that will help you make sure that you are enunciating correctly. One of which is as simple as saying words with a pen in your mouth sideways. So you would take the pen and bite on it, like this, and you would say, superior design, outstanding quality, and the drive to innovate. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing. Now, the reason why you do it with that is because the pen forces you to over-enunciate. And for those of you who have this issue, and you're not the only one, a lot of people have a challenge with certain D sounds, T sounds. I know even Quan Vio has had challenge with some of those sounds at times because people thought he was just mumbling, and he wasn't. He just pronounced them differently. And in that scenario, this is something that exercises like that will help you properly enunciate the hard T, soft T's, and the same with words like outstanding, because there's two T's in there and the D, and each of them has a different role and makes a different sound, but they should be heard. It shouldn't be outstanding quality, because that sounds like outstanding quality versus outstanding quality. Can you hear the difference? Outstanding quality versus outstanding quality. Because people that buy luxury things, they also think that they're better than other people. They also think they're smarter than other people. They want to sound smarter than other people. So when you speak, you should have an almost, not an air of superiority, but you should be eloquent in the speech that you use when you do luxury. So you have the depth and you have the warmth in your voice, but you need the diction. Let's keep listening, because there's another part where you did it too. Hold on.
Innovate. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
The other thing you kind of did was you kind of cut off the word nothing. And I'm not sure if that's because the clip ends or just the way you pronounced it. The best or nothing. Let that word breathe. Not the best or nothing. Nothing. The best or nothing. You see how my mouth stays open? I kind of let the word radiate out. The best or nothing. So that's just little things. I learned that actually playing instruments. When I was a brass player, we used to play, and the director always said, "Let your tongue down and let the sound resonate." And that's one thing you'll have to let your mouth do. Perform keeping your mouth open at the end, and it also helps prevent mouth noise and a bunch of other things. So that will help you. Practice that teeth exercise, and I will send you that app sometime. I don't know who this Brandon person is. Who is that? I gotta check my DMs more often, because I be getting requests from people I don't even know who these people are. All right, back to chapter 4. We're going to look for just the parts where we made mistakes,
Let's say
and we're just going to blaze through it now because we know what to do.
per hour that you spend listening to marketing.
Ooh, we're going back quite far.
Let's say,
Quite far indeed.
for example, that you learned one new valuable piece of information.
But yeah, man,
per
it's just
hour.
practice. Do it every day. Read a little bit out loud every day. One thing though, you have kids, right, Hulk 80?
There are plenty of Facebook or LinkedIn groups that you can participate in.
If you do, read to them out loud every day. I try to read to my daughter out loud when I can because just for
Never
her to
stop
hear my voice
learning.
and understand.
Marketing trends are always changing, which means
And,
marketers must
it'll help
always
her
keep their finger on
With
the
her
pulse.
enunciation, as long
Perhaps
as
one
I
of the
speak
most
clearly
important
and
things a marketer can do
crisply.
is commit
You know what I mean?
themselves to never stop learning. So be prepared to read new books. Every area of your sales operation. You also need
Cool. Let's go back to right there. Perfect. Bing. Boom.
tone, though. You also need to seek maximum efficiency and peak performance in every area of your sales operation.
That was weird. It had like a weird mouth noise here.
Tone, though. You also need to
There we
seek
go.
maximum efficiency and peak
Yeah, man.
performance.
Keep practicing. Keep doing different things. And then try to read something that shouldn't be commercial as commercial. Try to read something dramatic as happy, just to test your mind and challenge you. Another thing that I like to do is in my booth, I always keep my phone with me because or not my phone, but I always keep pictures up on the background of my computer of people and places and things that I like that give me different feelings, good feelings and bad feelings. I learned that from a coach
Sign up for a
because he said that
free trial with the Sales
if you do that, it allows you to look at something and then easily get into the place of mind where you felt the way you did by looking at that picture. And by doing that, it enables you to really enhance the performance with the real emotion, the real raw emotion that gives you that feeling, because that is what's important. The most important part about a voiceover is not how you sound. It's how you make your listeners feel. This is like, I finished my whole gallon of water today, and this is like, I didn't empty it, or I didn't wash it, so I didn't want to put more water in it. But this is my second bottle that I'm on since the stream started, and your boy has a very clean system and a very full bladder today. So I'm going to take another little bathroom break at the 2-hour mark, and I'll be back shortly. All right, so we're back. I went to the bathroom, but I also took a second to listen to what Gabe had to say. Do y'all want to hear what Gabe said to me? We had a little conversation. I asked him about agents and leveling up in voiceover and going from where I'm at to bigger things. Because I feel like I can do bigger things. And maybe it's overconfidence. Maybe it's just like belief in myself. Not sure which one it is, or maybe a little bit of both. But after our little back and forth of what I asked him, and he gave me some responses and my expression of appreciation, this is what he sends to me. So you guys can hear it straight up.
Dude, that's so good to hear that you're booking work, doing non-union stuff, and you're able to do that to the point where it's, paying bills. That's amazing. And frankly, that's what my career was before I started, before I got signed. I was just doing like pay-to-play sites, doing all kinds of things just to build up a little resume. And I sent it in. Somebody else had kind of backdoored with a recommendation. And I sent in the demo that I made with Chuck. Chuck was the person who made my demo, Chuck Duran. And, what I'm saying, when opportunity meets preparation, which seems like you're on the road of, that's how, you grow. And you're always going to get better, dude. Like you're going to get signed, and then they're going to send stuff your way. You're going to learn on the job, and you're going to get better and better and better. So, I mean, you're on the right path. If not, then you do it the old-fashioned way and you submit, and you try to have an inroad that way. I think another good way to do it is, let me make another message.
Oh, he made.
I would book something on your own, whether it be union or non-union, whatever, something that's significant, that makes sense. That's like, okay, this is something I could bring to an agent. Bring it to an agent and say, hey, I just booked this thing, but I want you guys to handle the booking for it. I know you guys don't represent me yet, but I'm wondering, could you represent me and kind of work with this booking that I just booked? 10% goes to you guys or whatever, and we can kind of have that kind of relationship. Or if you want to just test me out, I'd love to. If you can walk in a booking to any agent, they're going to try to listen to you. They're going to listen and see, okay, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Any type of things involving money, they're going to want to hear you. And that's the way you can get their ears to perk up. So anyway, that's another tactic. But it seems like you have a lot of zeal and have a lot of confidence and of drive. So I think that's the same way I was, and still to this day, and that's what got me to my where I'm at now. And so I have this weird confidence in you that you're going to get to where you're wanting to go. I say weird confidence because I don't know you really from social media, and just kind of like, I literally just followed you, and hearing you talk and everything like that. And so I don't know you well, but I, for some reason, have a feeling that you're definitely going to get where you're trying to go. So blessings on that, man. And knock them dead, dude. In whatever room you get into, don't give them a reason. Just show them why.
I love it. I love it. That was one. He just gave me a gem, and I kind of have already done it, but I did it with an agent I already had. So yes, the answer is yes. You can have multiple agents. You just can't have You can't have multiple agents in the same region. You can have multiple agents in different regions. He has like 12 different agents, something like that. But they're like located throughout the country in different places. And then Atlas has like 9 or 12 agents alone, and he's represented by Atlas. And they do commercial, promo, animation, like TV affiliate, like all types of voiceover. Everything you can think of, Atlas does. And they get paid well to do it. Because otherwise you wouldn't be able to run such a big agency if they weren't booking people. And they have elite talent. So, He has agents on East Coast, West Coast, Dallas, in Texas. He has one in Chicago. He has one in Atlanta. So he's got a variety of agents for different markets. He said occasionally the auditions overlap, but it's rare. And I was told personally by my coach, one of my coaches, to start looking into the Atlanta market because as far as the animation style that he thinks suits me, a lot of that is being done down there. So that's why I was looking to go to VO Atlanta next year, possibly. I want to go to one of the conventions, hopefully digitally. Spamming symbol. I hate that. You're not spamming. There's 3 claps. Come on. But yeah, it was dope. It's dope to be able to have someone like him have confidence in me. So I'm excited. It gave me a big confidence boost. And I'm looking forward to doing bigger and better things. You know what I mean? I think we're going to get there. Because the reality is we've been doing voiceover full time for 6 months. Yeah, 7 months. We've been doing voiceover full time. This month will be 7 months. And we've only been really doing voiceover for a year and a half, maybe 2. I wasn't really doing voiceover in 2019. Like, I kind of started, but not really doing it. I wasn't getting paid until 2020, so we're going to make it, guys. And you guys are here at the beginning of the journey, at the ground floor, pretty much the ground floor. We're at like half the bricks are built. The foundation's already built. We're on ground floor now. That's where we're at. And we only got one place to go. We only got up to go from here. You dig? So actually, you know what? We're going to call it a night early because I want to just knock out the rest of this editing, and I can edit this faster. But I'm looking forward to doing more voiceover focused streams with you guys, Hulk 80 TV, Tab, Quan, Marcos, anybody else wants to hop in, Clint, More Talent. I miss More Talent. I'm going to shoot him a message. I haven't seen him in the stream in a while. So we're going to try to get everybody on, maybe even do some interviews, maybe even do some practice sessions if you're down for practice sessions, and some intense like training, like one-on-one training, just for the sake of like kind of like a one freebie, because normally I have people pay me for coaching, but we'll give one-off freebies on specific skills and technical things that you can do to improve your voiceover. If you're down for that, be here and let anybody else you think that might know or want to know about it, let them know what's what. Follow me on this because my schedule is what I'm going to be sticking to. And I'm going to make exclusively at least 2 days a week for at least an hour of voiceover content per week. At least. And then the rest will be, reactions, video games, talking about videos or current events or just chatting or whatever. And if you guys are down, be here. Thank you. I will call it a day. Should we raid somebody? What do y'all think? Should we raid somebody? Let's see. Let's see what's up with this raid here. Let's go to Twitch. No, that's not where my Twitch was. Here's what Twitch was. Here's what Twitch was. Let us see. If there's someone worth raiding, we will raid them. T-Pain, Ray Eats Cookies, Miko, and Evolve Gaming. Let's raid Evolve Gaming so that he doesn't raid us. Let's raid him. That's Weston. He's playing Among Us. Let's see what's up.
Wait, which app?
Yeah, they're playing Among Us. So I'm just gonna. Where's the raid? Can we start the raid? Where's the raid button? Start the raid. Something went wrong. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Seriously though. Raid now. There we go. It's a raid. It's a raid. And you'll have to refresh the thing to make sure that you see his stream. Refresh your page. And I don't know what that is. Apparently I redeemed Hydrate twice. I was gonna pull a crazy thing. There we go. Hosting the stream. There we go. And let's reload this page.